What's going on, guys? Travis with REC Garage, and in this part 3 of the rear panel on the 37 sedan delivery, hopefully we get this thing finished, the skin finished anyway. I don't think it's going to be welded to the inner and welded to the body yet, but I want to get the panel finished. So yeah, let's start making a template for the curve or the arc on the bottom of the panel, and let's cut it out of some steel. All right, wow, it's coming together. So I got that rolled down, taken care of. Really just got to splice it in, take care of the corners, and probably lengthen this flange a little bit. But yeah, it's on there. It's looking good. Just got to make sure everything is, like a correct length. So this one isn't too far down to this one, or, that old chestnut. So, yeah, I'm going to mess with this for a bit, get it fitting well, and I'll start welding it. All right, so here is now almost the masterpiece. Not really, but it's coming along. Now I just need to deal with these pesky corners and how I want to. I'm probably going to look like this actually. Trim that up and weld it. But still needs some fixing. So let's click it on and figure out what we need to do to button up the rest of it. Because obviously these corners need to be dealt with. Still need to fill this hole. There was something there. Forgot what it was, but gotta weld that up. And I think these edges need to be trimmed to sit against the fenders, and then a lip needs to be added to the bottom of this, and then I need to add a lip to the bottom of that. So it's going pretty good, but you know, a lot of work ahead still. Wow, this is looking really good. It's looking like it's like almost finished. So this piece here, gotta hammer that down to fit this corner, and then figure out how much I need to add / subtract to that. Might even do that later. I'll kind of do what I did up here on the beads. Just make an angle and shrink and stretch it till it fits. It shouldn't have to have too much shape to it. And then cut there, weld it in. You know, like I've been doing with everything. But yeah. It's hitting the bumper bracket here. So actually, this is a good way to tell where I need to make little cuts, and I'll transfer that to the whatever you want to call it, the lip I need to make down here. So, but yeah, this thing's coming out awesome. It's looking like a real car. Alright, so you saw me welding up the corners. This I need to add some material to. Still a little open there. I gotta figure out how I'm closing that up. I got these sitting closer on the corners. This one even clecoed on the side there. Okay, so next step, actually, I went ahead and cut around the bumper brackets. The bumper's not tight, but that's where they go. Really all I need to do is trim this side, trim the sides, and add like, I don't know, a couple inches to the bottom there. And it'll be really close to be welding in place. So it's coming pretty quickly, and I think it looks really good. There's some little wobbly bead lines, but you know, nobody's perfect. And I think this came out a lot better, obviously, than what it was, or than, I don't know, just trying to get a replacement panel and making it work, because it was none really made for this. I was looking at other ones and I kind of made the bead go down further than it should. Usually it kind of comes up, rides right about here, and there's like a bigger bead section. But I don't know, I kind of like the look of the small one down there. Kind of more reminiscent of like a slant back or something. But intrusion. What's up, buddy? Alright, so I got, let's see, off camera, made this little piece. It's kind of a radius that transforms into this joggle that goes here. So that'll be the bottom of the bead there, and then transfer to obviously the wheel well. So made that on both sides. This one there. I made these little, well, you saw me making the extension. I gotta pull that out. Yeah, so see, it goes down now to not quite the bottom of the bumper, but it goes down quite a bit. Need to finish the bumper bracket holes. I kind of made it a little more material inside the hole so I can, you know, shape it the way I need to. But I ran out of gas. I did this big weld here, and right from here over the last inch, ran out of gas. So I turned my gas all the way up, opened the valve all the way, and I kind of got it. I'm going to need to touch it up tomorrow, but I couldn't get this piece or that one welded. Is what it is. But it's slowly getting finished. It's almost, actually almost getting ready to weld to the body. I really just need to weld these pieces on. Actually, I think I'm going to weld those pieces on after this piece is on. So weld this to the body and then cut and fit these in, because I feel like it'll be easier. So really, the only thing I think I need to do here now is yeah, straighten this back out. I gotta add a piece here, a little chunk taken out. Square that back up. And I think from here down, I think I'm just gonna recreate this little joggle here and weld it into this corner so everything gets smoothed out, because right now it's just a cut and nothing's really situated right there, so I got to do that on both sides. Should be easy enough, because right now this one's kind of resting on the old one. I feel like it'll be just easier to, just make a little strip, cut it out of here, weld it into there. And of course I could always do that once it's welded to the body also. But obviously that's it on this rear panel tonight, because I can't weld anything and I have pieces made for it already, so kind of a standstill on this until tomorrow morning I get new gas. So I'm going to jump to the front, take that 60s velvet seat out, and I'm going to put riv nuts in the floor and finish up that front floor for good. You know how I started it and I was waiting for riv nuts, and I got a set from my father-in-law, but they were like a metric set. I'm gonna have to give those back. Not that I couldn't use it, I could probably get dies to use it. It's probably all just a standard machine, but I needed one for myself, so I went and bought one that did metric and standard. So I'm gonna go ahead, put riv nuts on the floor, bolt it down, be done with that. Alright, so I got this panel back off here. Went to the store, got some gas. I actually, when I opened up the valve and I welded it, there was no real porosity. That's just, that might be, but that's fine. It's gonna get body worked. So I lightly kind of planished it over and finished the weld off. So now that is done for now. I have to now weld up these corners. But last night I told you guys I was going to riv nut the panels in place, and I did. And I also cleaned them off and hit them with some self-etch, because they were starting to rust and I don't like that. But I ran out, and it's weird that Harbor Freight said, well, before I get into that rant, riv nut there, there's a riv nut there, one over there, one in that corner, same on the other side. So when these are in place, they are pretty tight. And I also cleaned off and painted the center section, drilled the holes out, and drilled the holes on the floorboard, but I don't have the riv nuts. I had to order them online because Harbor Freight sells rivet guns or riv nut guns, but they don't sell the riv nuts. So you can only use what's in the pack, and essentially you'd have to buy a whole new riv nut kit to get some more riv nuts, which is stupid. And I don't know where they sell them locally, so I just bought them off Amazon, 100 of them for like 15 bucks. They'll be here Monday. But I got gas, so it's back on this rear panel anyway. So, like I said, I'm gonna weld these, finish them off just like this one, and not perfect, but it's getting body worked. This job is not meant to be 100% perfect metal finished, crazy metal work job. It's just a get it done job, but I'm still going a little crazy. So I gotta catch myself sometimes and be like, no, this is not getting metal finished. It's just getting fixed. So regardless, let's get on this panel. right, so you saw me finish welding the bottom of that rear panel. I also made some panels, pieces for the inner panel to weld on, so when this panel goes down here, the other section comes down right behind it, so I can either spot weld it to here, or where this panel rolls over and underneath, I can tack it to where kind of it's hemmed over. So I got options where I want to do, where I want to spot weld that, but it's kind of, you know, I think it's ready to be welded to the body. I got the inner panel welded off camera to the sub rails because they kind of connect to the sub rail. That was kind of a pain because I should have done it with the floor off, but I did it, so I had to do it from underneath, which was kind of a pain, but I left myself enough room. And Ken also came over and brought some front fenders and a hood. So we got them on. I know it's kind of tucked in the corner right now. I got the 46 in here. Bolted them on. That fender is 37. This one, come to find out, we didn't notice when we had them on and we're staring at it. You kind of really can't even tell now unless you know these fat fender Fords. This is a 38 standard fender. You can tell by the headlight bucket is more straight up and down than that 37. It's kind of tilted back more. Also, there is no ridge in the center of the fender like this 37. It's really pronounced and you see it there. The front here where it would meet the grill is different. You see this here? That is not on this one. It just kind of ends. And yeah, it's crazy how many slight differences there are from 35 to 39. Even the 38 standard and deluxe, the fenders are different. Especially in the back. So the 38 standard fender swoops down just the same as a 37. And the 38 deluxe kind of comes more straight up and then drops hard down. So even the 38s from standard to deluxe are different. And 39 standard and deluxe are totally different. The standard fender for a 39 is more reminiscent of a 38 deluxe, and a 39 deluxe fender is more like a 40 coupe. It's the whole 39 standard and coupe thing are like totally different cars. But like this 38 standard and deluxe, it's just a little bit different. And the 37s, I'm not sure standard deluxe, I think they're both the same, honestly. I think they started changing fenders in 38 and 39. So I know 35, 36, deluxe and standard are the same. Just the differences between 35 and 36 are a lot. You can fit them to the same body, but the whole grille and everything needs to change. So enough about fenders. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, no fenders, but check out this hood, dude. I don't remember who he had this louvered by, but I'm pretty sure it was an old hot rod dude that has been louvering forever. I think it's the same dude that did the louvered keychains for Mike from this old hot rod. I'm pretty sure it's that same dude. So I'm going to look these over, take some notes, and practice with my louver press and see if we can't get some similar results for myself. So speaking of louvers, I know I talked about this louver press in a previous video, but I am just chomping at the bit to try and make something with this. Even mess around. I just haven't had any time to even mess around with the thing. So, a friend of mine I met through the old interwebs wants me to make a panel for him. I'm not going to say what it is because it's a cool idea, and I'm probably going to steal it and use it for mine. It's from Model A, and it includes this. So, and I haven't seen many of them, if I've seen any at all. So it's kind of going to be different, and I really think it's not going to look out of place. So, can't wait to start using this. Can't wait to start using this, so that means I need to start practicing laying out my louvers and how they'll actually work, because you know, I'm not too sure how to even, well, I know how to use it. You pull down on the handle and good chunk, it pops out a louver, but you know, I have to practice to get the spacing right and all this kind of stuff, the layout, how that'll work. So stay tuned for some louvers, some messing around with some louvers. That'll probably be an up and coming video. Also made a couple, I don't know what you would even call these. See this joggle here where the door rests in? I made the bottoms on each side. This one actually goes on that side. I'm not sure how much I'm going to use of it, probably only a couple inches, but I made it longer just in case. So I got one of each side of those. So that's good. I'll show you here, like something like that, you know. So that will get welded into the body here. Probably after I weld the panel in, I'll cut and fit that piece in. And then it's working on the rear door. But that is all I have for the rear panel so far. It's a quick end to the week. Had a couple things to do, so I didn't get too much done on it. But it is Saturday, so I need to edit this video and get it out for Sunday. I am trying to get 2 videos a week, so don't, just bear with me, because I've never done it before, and I got to kind of figure out when I need to stop filming to edit while still working and filming for the next video. I got to find out what works, because what I did this week didn't really work, because I had a really long video on Wednesday, I think, maybe Thursday, and then now I don't know how long this is going to be, but I feel like it's going to be kind of short. I didn't get too much done. Welded a little bit. It was a lot of fiddly fitting and tinkering with it that I really did off camera, but that's it for this one. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing, clicking the bell. You guys are the best. Catch you on the next video.